Question number 4. Express 0.999. It goes on like that. In the form of P by Q. Are you surprised by your answer? With your class teacher and classmates, discuss why the answer makes sense. This is a number given to you. I have to write it P by Q form of this number. So let x is equal to 0.999 goes on. This one I can write it. X is equal to 0.9 bar because 999 goes on. 9 is repeated. That's why I have written 0.9 bar. This is equation number 1 I marked. Okay. For shift that 9 to whole number side, I have to multiply with 10. Why I am multiplying with 10? Again I am telling you, under the bar only one digit is there. That's why I have to multiply it with 10. If under the bar 2 digits are there, then you have to multiply with 100. 3 digits are there, then I have to multiply with 1000. Like that we have to do. So under the bar only one digit is there. So I have to shift that 9 to whole number side. That's why the first equation is multiplied by 10. Okay, 10 into x, 10x. When you multiply 10 with 0.9 bar, you will get 9.9 bar. Because only one 9 is shifted this side, remaining 9 will be there under the bar. So I have written as it is. This is equation number 2. Now you have to check the decimal part in these two equations. Here 9 bar is there, here also 9 bar is there. So both are equal. So we can subtract the equation number 2 minus equation number 1. Subtract this one. 10x minus 1x, that is what? 9x equal to 9 minus 0, it will be 9 only. 9 bar minus 9 bar, it will be what? 0. So x is equal to 9 upon 9. That's what? 1. So we can write it 0.9 bar, which is equal to 1 upon 1. P by Q form we need, so 1 upon 1 I have written. That's all. Question number 5. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 upon 17? Perform the division to check your answer. So, okay, I am going to write the decimal expansion of 1 upon 17. Divide it. 1 upon 17. Is it possible? No. So, I have to put 0. It is also not possible. So, first keep point here. 10 upon 17, is it possible? No. So I have to include one more 0 here. So I have to keep it 0 in the quotient place. Okay. I think it goes by 9 times. Huh?
5 times. 5 times.
Really not here. So 100 upon 17. How many times it will go? I think by 5 times. 35, 3 is remaining, and this is what? 85. So what will be the remainder? That is 15. Then again I have to include 0. So 150. So how many times it will go? 7 times. 8 times. Yes, it will go by 8 times. 136. What is the remainder now? Here 14 is remainder. Include 0. 140. So again it will go by 8 times. 136. So what is the remainder here? This is what? 40. So how many times it will go? 2 times. Yes, this is what? 40 and this is 34. So how many? What is the remainder? 6. Then it is what? 16. How many times it will go? By 3 times. 51. So the remainder is here 9. Include 0. So how many times it will go? 5 times. That is 85. What is the remainder? 5. So 50 include. So how many times it will go? 2 times. This is what? 34. What is the remainder? Here 6. This is what? 160. So include 0 here, 160. So it will go 160 means it will go by 9 times. 17 into 9, 150. 3. What is the remainder? 7. So 70. So how many times it will go? 70 means I think it will go by 4 times. 68. 68. The remainder is what? 2. So include 0, 20. How many times it will go? 17. Only one time. So remainder is what? 3. Include 0 here. So how many times it will go? Again one time, 17. So what is the remainder here? Here 13. Yes, 13. Include 0 here again. That is 130. 130, how many times it will go? By 7 times. 119. What is the remainder here? This is 1. Again 1. So we can write it, this is what? 110. So how many times it will go? 110. So we can write it by 6 times. 102. So the remainder is what? 8. So 80. How many times it will go? 80 means we can tell that by 4 times. Yes. 4 times, we already written 4 times, that is 68. Yes, the remainder is what? 12. Include 0. 120. So 120, we can write it how many times? 7 times. Yes, 7 times. 17 into 7, that is 119. 120, then 119. What is the remainder here? 1. So again, see, the remainder is what? 1. So same remainder again repeated. That's why we can tell that this set of numbers will be repeated. So it is what? 0.0588235294117647 bar. So what is the decimal expansion of 1 upon 17? We can write it here, 1 upon 17 equal to 0.08235234117647 bar. This is your answer. This is non-terminating but recurring number. Thank you. Question number 6. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q. Q is not equal to 0, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal representations. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? Here I have to take some examples which are having p by q form where q is not equal to 0, and what property q must satisfy for giving terminating decimal expansion. That's your question. For example, I am taking 3 upon 2. See, while dividing it, what you will get? 1.5. Yes. Here, what is the form of q? Denominator. Denominator is in the form of 2 power m. Yes. Q is in the form of, or denominator in the form of 2 power m. Suppose I am taking another one example. 3 upon 5. Yes. Now here denominator is what? 5 I have taken. Divide this one, what you will get? 0.6 you will get. Yes. Here what is the form of denominator? 5 power m. That is q is in the form of 5 power m or n, whatever you can take. Here I have taken m, so I have taken here m. And the third one, I am going to write the another one example. 7 upon 10. See, here also it is in the form of p by q where q is not equal to 0. At the same time, these two numbers are having a common factor only 1. Such kind of numbers only I have to take, that is given in your question. So divide it, what you will get? 0.7. Here denominator is in the form of what? That is q is in the form of what? 2 power m into 5 power n. Yes. So from these examples we can conclude that Q must be in the form of of 2 power m or 5 power n, or we can tell that 2 power m into 5 power n. Like that, any example you take and verify that the denominator must be in the form of 2 power m or 5 power n or 2 power m into 5 power n. Then only the particular number will give you the terminating decimal expansion.